Let's go across to and understand what our parliamentarians actually feel. Hanumanthaiah, Rajya Sabha MP is with us. Dr. Amar Patnaik, Rajya Sabha MP of the BJP with us. BJD with us. Sonal Mansingh, Padma Vibhushan and Padma Bhushan awardee, Rajya Sabha MP also with us. And we also have Nalin Kohli, national spokesperson of the BJP. Namaste and Jai Hind to all our panelists. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Hanumanthaiah ji, I'm going to start with you. This is what the Congress had proposed.
Yes.
We are given to understand that there could be a few more modifications or improvements to this bill. But the Congress has come out openly and said, we would like this bill that was passed in the Rajya Sabha to be once again pushed. So will the Congress back it if it is in that shape as the Congress envisaged?
No, Congress party has already passed the bill. But the bill did not get passed in the Lok Sabha for the reason the internal reservation from among the OBC groups has to be given. So that was the stand taken by many allies of the UPA then. And according to me, the Congress party will not to say or not hesitate to support the internal quota of the women in the bill which is proposed now. The reasons are these. See, it is a representation of all the sections of the society who has to get their share. Wherever the OBC reservations are there, you know, the reservation grouping has been done and the representation has been given to them according to their population or according to the backwardness of the groups. The same strategy applies in this also. All the women need not be only the city oriented woman should get, or the elite woman should get, or women who are supposed to be called as educated should get. Every woman should get the representation. So that way the internal reservation and the modifications to the bill, if can be done, it should be agreed by the Congress and the Congress party will agree and say yes, we are for the women, we are for the bill. But if the modifications are suggested, they are agreeable to that.
Yeah, but what happened is that, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't the Congress party officially say that they would like the bill to be brought in at the same way that the Congress had passed it in the upper house? They never asked for any of these modifications, and if that is the case, the Congress never moved those modifications during its time too.
No, it was, please. It was that time the Congress passed the bill thinking that all other parties will accept it. But when the parties raised their genuine concerns to the bill, the Congress party is very clear, open and very honestly wanted to implement the women reservation bill. So they will agree for the modification also. There is nothing wrong in that.
Okay. I will come
and
back.
It doesn't mean that
let me bring
we have not brought then, so we will not agree now.
Okay, let me bring in Nalin Kohli. Sure. Yes, Nalin ji.
Anand, we need to start with the basics or the fundamentals. This is something that's under discussion as and when, in what form it comes. That only those who are in parliament as per parliamentary procedure, they will know. Basically, how does the constitution envisage an act coming in or something? It is through parliament. In parliament, it's a defined process. In that process, all amendments, whether they have to add any changes, that's part of the parliamentary procedure. So as far as I see it, this argument that is coming from the respected member of parliament and senior leader is basically in the air. It is not based on any factual position at the moment or on a fact that it is not like this or it is like this. That is unknown. So it's speculative. I think what we can do today is basically subscribe to the principle. Should there be women's reservation? Should it be there to impact to see that we have more women coming out in what you call public life? More in participative democracy and representative democracy? Obviously, that's a good goal to have. It's a cherished goal. It is something that has been discussed for decades. Now, whether is it to be, that is part of parliament. How it is to be, that is part of parliament. So today, all we can do is confine ourselves that should there be something like that, Certainly, that's a positive discussion. and
There are some more things we can do, Nalin ji.
There cannot be any.
I respect your point of view, but there is something more we can do. We can understand what is the BJP's position. Does the BJP agree with the quota within quota? Has the BJP changed its stance from what it was in the past? Because if my memory serves me right, the BJP also opposed the bill that was brought in by the Congress, the Women's Reservation Bill.
So, it's a good question to ask. But again, that is something, and I say it with a sense of responsibility. I'm a spokesperson of the party. I'm not in the parliamentary party. And that is something that logically has to be asked to someone in the parliamentary party if the bill has been circulated or discussed there. So therefore, again, as I go back to what I said, Anand, and I don't mean it as any disrespect, it's speculative. Because ultimately, something, let me go to another example.
No, but I'm asking you, has the party's position changed, sir? I'm not saying, I'm not even.
I'm answering that.
Okay.
I'm answering that.
Yeah.
I'm answering that, Anand.
Ji.
In a different way. As an example, a real example, the nationalization of banks took place in the 70s with the idea that poor people must have bank accounts or access to financial institutions. It never happened from the 1970s. Now, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana came.
No.
It didn't require a bill. It came under a scheme.
No.
Now, somebody would say that you supported it then or didn't support it. It's a change of stance. So one minute, Hanumanthaiah ji. Please bear with me. I'm giving an example. What is the stand at a particular point of time of any political party, including mine or yours or anyone else, will be on the facts of that particular time and what was proposed and what were the circumstances. Can you say what was proposed in the 1980s is something that you must stick to even today in 2023 if the circumstances have changed and they have already been considered in the bill?
Now, Amar Patnaik ji, where do you stand, sir? Because one of the arguments, as I say, namaste and good evening, always a pleasure to speak with you. Like Sonal Mansingh ji, thank you for your patience. Sonal ji, your thoughts after Amar Patnaik ji?